Hey guys, this is Robert West, and I seen this thing pop up on Facebook. City employee, city employees file complaint against a very violent, racist window sticker. Field operations supervisor Doug Howley. Okay, here's a sticker right here. Ah, shit. All lives splatter. Nobody cares about your protests. Okay. Now they're saying the window sticker is very violent. Well, it does show an SUV hitting people and running them over, right? But what I'm curious about is all these people that are protesting are sitting there saying, we have a constitutional right to protest. We have a constitutional right to break windows. We have a constitutional right to loot buildings. We have a constitutional right to burn buildings down. We have all these constitutional rights, and don't you violate my constitutional rights. The world's racist. Only blacks get killed by cops. Unfortunately, that's not true. I read a thing about an 8-year-old boy that was shot and killed by the police, and his dad was injured in a traffic stop that was, sort of an unjustified shooting, I would say. But they didn't charge the cops with that. No, that doesn't fit the Black Lives Matter agenda. I also brought up one time about James Chastity. Why don't they mention his name? And they said because he was a racist fascist. So I find it really interesting. And they also called my buddy Keith Davis, which is a Jew, a Nazi. So let's just look at it the way it really is. It's their excuse for attacking stuff that they don't like. Okay, we're having a peaceful protest, and we don't like you because you say things we don't like. So you're a fascist. You're a fascist. And that's, I hate to say it, that's really sick and sorry that they have to do some lame stuff like that, but fascism is fascism, right? And everyone that doesn't believe in Black Lives Matter is a racist fascist. It's funny because I've heard some blacks talk shit about the Black Lives Matters. And I seen a video where they were actually going after Eli. Looked like they were attempting to attack him or something like that. One guy wanted to fight him, And they say that is peaceful. It's peaceful that the burning and looting and the stealing and the attacking journalists and the attacking police and the attacking of civilians and the attacking of elderly people and the attacking of disabled people, that is peaceful. Don't anyone say anything different. That is peaceful. So why should anyone care about protests where they're looting, breaking things, attacking people? And why should they even listen to peaceful? Because it's not peaceful. Maybe if you're in Ethiopia, where there's shootings, where there's a civil war going on all the time and people are always shooting each other, it might be peaceful. What you're seeing here might be peaceful, but not for the people of the United States. That is not peaceful. Okay? That is just straight up being a thug. Black Lives Matter supports thuggery. Okay, and that is really, really sad. And why should people want to support thuggery? Why should people want to support elderly people getting beat up? Well, you disagree with what we have to say. You're a fascist. We're going to attack you. That's not the American way. That never was the American way, and that never will be the American way. Yeah, it was. It's really amazing. You see stuff like that. The First Amendment talks about the rights of freedom of speech and the freedom of assembly and peacefully assemble, and the freedom of expression. Okay, the guy does not agree with the protests, breaking things, starting businesses on fire, looting businesses and stuff like that. So he put up a sticker in the back of his car that suggests that. And oh, he's a racist. Oh, you cannot condemn crime. No, not when it's done by black people. Now, white people, you can condemn that. But black people, oh, them sorry little things. I just got all kinds of tears for them. Yeah, they go out and rob and rape people, and we're just supposed to sit there and say, oh, them poor little things. He was mistreated. Boo hoo hoo hoo. If you commit a crime in Portland, don't cry and snivel when you get arrested. If you're drawing something like a gun or what looks like a gun and you get shot, you shouldn't cry about it. Okay? It's very simple. On a traffic stop, you keep your hands where the cops can see them, and you let the cops know, hey, my registration's in the glove compartment. You know, it's right over there. Can I grab it? So they know what you're grabbing for. And you follow their instructions. You know, you won't get shot. But if you're sitting there reaching behind you, you know, making it look like you're grabbing something, you might get shot. Welcome to the US of A. Okay? I mean, I can't express it enough. You know, yeah, what happened in Minneapolis was a crime, and those officers should be prosecuted. You know? But all this stuff about, oh, all these cops are out trying to hunt black people down. That's not the case. Yeah, you got a few racists. You got a lot that aren't racist. Okay. It's just really sad that people look at and they totally misconstrue the Constitution. That guy has a constitutional right to have that in his window. Okay? The city should not condemn him for having that in his window. Yes, it might trigger some people, might make some people not happy, but I say stuff that make people not happy. Does that mean that I should not have the right to freedom of speech? People do protests. That makes other people mad. Should people not have the right to protest? You know, the thing is yeah, we have these rights. These are God-given rights. You know, and now what's happening is you got these Black Lives Matters and these liberals going around saying the constitutional rights only is in effect when it comes to us, and we're doing what we want to do. Everyone else it doesn't. I seen a live stream where they chased some lady away from a protest because they said she was a Proud Boy. There is no female Proud Boys. There are Proud Boys is all male. They got Proud Girls, but a lot of them don't even know. One of them called Mike a white supremacist. Mike Bluehair a white supremacist, and he's just the opposite. On one of the protests, they called Keith Davis a Nazi, and he's Jewish. I mean, what level of mental retardation do these people come from? They hear something, they read something on Facebook or Twitter, and hey, that's law because the Twitter and Facebook can't lie. No, absolutely not. Talking about mental retardation of the highest level possible. I mean, these alternative media people are just brainwashing these liberals, and the liberals just believe everything that comes out of their other liberals' mouths and what's on Facebook and Twitter, because it's a lot easier to look down on someone else than it is to sit there and say, hey, look, I have some issues, I need to work out. It's a lot easier to kick someone when they're down than to sit there and say, hey, you know, you're down, let me lift you up. That's the nice thing about me and a lot of other cop watchers. When you're down, we like to reach down and pull you up, you know, help you out, dust the dirt off your back, and you know, help you out and do what needs to be done. But these anarchists and Black Lives Matter people, they don't like that kind of stuff. No, if people aren't bleeding in the streets, buildings aren't being burned, private businesses aren't being looted, they're not doing their job. They're not representing the blacks in the most proper way. Okay, I'm signing off.